Ladies and gentlemen, last night at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, one of your most beloved superstars, Dolph Ziggler, the United States Champion, was attacked from Rusev, costing him an opportunity to compete in the WWE Championship match. Tonight, Dolph Ziggler will have another opportunity, another chance, because I am a fair general manager. I am what this company needs and what this brand needs. I am a general manager who will play by the rules, and because of that, I am willing to give Dolph Ziggler another opportunity. Dolph Ziggler, for him to earn another chance at the WWE Championship, he needs to run through 3 superstars in 3 weeks. Tonight, he will go one-on-one against WWE Tag Team Champion Kane, and next week he will face someone else, and then the week after again. But if Dolph Ziggler loses any of those 3 matches, he will not only not be in the WWE Championship matchup at Payback, but he will also have to defend his United States Championship against whoever defeats him in that match. But if Dolph Ziggler does defeat all 3 superstars, then he will join Dean Ambrose and another superstar to create a triple threat matchup for the WWE Championship at Payback. Thank you very much for listening in, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is the Monday Night Raw coming off the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, which of course, if you haven't already checked it out, go and do so on BrendenPlayz on the YouTube channel and check it out right now. Now, just a quick note, the opening couple minutes, the matchup screens here, the video kind of messed up a bit, so it's going to be it's going to be crap, okay? You just have to bear with me. The recording screwed up, so just bear with me. So everything else will be kind of sweet later on, but here we go. So this is the card for this week's show. The Beast Code, that's right, the new name for their team. Thanks to you guys will be taking on the Primetime Players. Kane will go one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. He'll have Mark Henry in his corner, as we just found out. So Dolph Ziggler, he just cannot catch a break. I mean, come on, The Rock just keeps on throwing challenge after his way. Dolph Ziggler deserves a fair rematch. He doesn't have to run, through this whole challenge that The Rock's put forward to him. Dolph Ziggler should just get a rematch, but for some reason, well, we all know that The Rock has it out for Dolph Ziggler, so The Rock wants Ziggler to prove himself yet again. Cameron goes one-on-one with Sasha Banks. Now, Sasha Banks, what did she do at Extreme Rules? She messed up big time. She could have been Divas Champion, but she failed big time. Cesaro's going to try his hand in singles competition. Now, we know the whole, perhaps the split between Cesaro and Kidd could be on the horizon, but Cesaro is going to go one-on-one against Bad News Barrett. And everyone's favorite broski, Zack Ryder. Well, he's got a tough challenge tonight. I mean, I think Zack Ryder can do it, but he's going to go one-on-one against Rusev. That's going to be not easy. Fatal 4-way matchup. This one is a #1 contendership matchup. For the Payback pay-per-view, we're going to find out who is going to be in potentially that triple threat matchup. Triple H, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Ryback. Fatal 4-way, the winner faces Dean Ambrose at Payback. We know there's a lot of history between all 4 of these men. This will be a very exciting matchup indeed. Cannot wait to see how that one goes down. So the Beast Code versus the Primetime Players. We'll go check out who won that one. So it is going to be the team of the Beast Code picking up the win. Another big victory for that team. They are getting close to those tag titles. Sasha Banks defeats Cameron, so she bounces back after her loss at Extreme Rules. Cesaro picks up a win in singles competition. That is certainly interesting as well. And Zack Ryder, can he beat Rusev? No, he can't. What a shocker. Rusev picks up the win. So we'll go check out how Dolph Ziggler fares against Kane. So here comes one half of our WWE Tag Team Champions. He is Kane, and he has the other half, Mark Henry, alongside of him as well. What an opportunity this is for Kane to impress the general manager and pick up a big victory over Dolph Ziggler. Of course, I guess the incentive that The Rock's going to lay down for these competitors against Dolph Ziggler is the fact that if they win, they get a United States Championship matchup against Dolph Ziggler at Payback. So if Kane wins tonight, not only is he going to be Tag Team Champion, but he gets he's the #1 contender for the US title, so he gets a shot against Ziggler at Payback. So big incentive here for Kane to pick up the victory against Dolph Ziggler here tonight. And I suppose we all know The Rock's going to put this together to try and make sure that Ziggler, yet again, does not get an opportunity at the title. So we'll see as we get ready for Dolph Ziggler to come out here now. Kane looks ready to go. He had a pretty impressive victory at Extreme Rules, defending his tag titles against Kidd and Cesaro, of course. So Dolph Ziggler, United States Champion, hasn't had much to do with that US title for a couple of weeks now. He's been focused on moving up to the main event into the WWE Championship division. And Dolph Ziggler's been right there, and honestly, he deserves an opportunity, but for some reason, for whatever reason, he hasn't been given that chance. Our Raw General Manager, The Rock, just simply does not like Dolph Ziggler. He's not a big fan, and that's because, well, I think it's jealousy in my opinion. Jealousy that Dolph Ziggler just keeps on proving The Rock wrong, and The Rock just wants to keep going after Ziggler over and over and over until The Rock can eventually say, I told you so. But I don't think The Rock is ever going to get that opportunity to say, I told you so, because in my opinion, Dolph Ziggler's just going to keep on winning. All these challenges, all these opportunities that The Rock's throwing at Dolph Ziggler, Ziggler's been hitting them out of the park week in, week out. Handicap matches, you know, matches against Rusev and no DQ. And, you know, the only thing that really cost Ziggler the opportunity to be in that WWE Championship matchup was Rusev. You know, Rusev attacking Dolph Ziggler from behind. You know, Ziggler was walking out to the ring and Rusev ran out and attacked Ziggler. It was unfair, and I think that was honestly The Rock's plan B. You know, The Rock thought Rusev might get it done on Raw to make sure that Ziggler was not going to get an opportunity for the title. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. Ziggler got the win. Then Rusev, well, he came out and attacked Ziggler for a bit of revenge and to kind of salvage the situation, I suppose. As Ziggler right now, big kick there to Kane. Count of 3 now. Kane launching Ziggler off the apron and into those steel steps as well. So Mark Henry watching along ringside. Ziggler again into those steps. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup indeed. You know, Kane, a big man, and he's had his opportunities at the past being a singles competitor at the very top of the mountain, but he hasn't had much success. Been very successful as a tag team competitor though, so he has to kind of switch gears a little bit here. Turn his attention back to the singles as he takes down Ziggler there. So we'll see how Kane fares. I mean, Ziggler's been running through everyone. He's the longest reigning United States champion in the history of Universe Mode. He's held that title all the way back at SummerSlam where he defeated Seth Rollins one-on-one to win that championship, and he's held it ever since. And I know The Rock is trying desperately to get that title off Dolph Ziggler's hands, and well, I think really that's the only thing kind of keeping Dolph Ziggler connected to Raw. I think in The Rock's mind, if Dolph Ziggler is no longer United States champion, that Dolph Ziggler can be fired and sent away. And The Rock would love to get rid of Dolph Ziggler off his show. As Dolph Ziggler takes down Kane with a side suplex and kicks up as well. And that's why they're calling the show off. And you get the wonder, will Mark Henry get involved here in this matchup to try and help out his tag team partner? Obviously, Mark Henry would love for Kane to get this opportunity at the US title. You know, Kane and Henry have been forming such a great alliance over the past few weeks together as well. The Hall of Destruction, of course, a very dominant team. And they're tag team champions. And honestly, I don't see any team kind of beating them. I mean, the Beast Code picking up the victory earlier tonight as well. That probably will be the only team, in my opinion, that could perhaps have a chance. Obviously, the all-star team of Batista and Chris Jericho, 2 former world champions in the one team. Here in Universe Mode, it's a very impressive lineup. Obviously, Jericho, 2-time tag team champion in Universe Mode as well. Mark Henry picking Kane up, trying to get him back in the ring here. Count of 7. It's getting quite close there. Mark Henry helping his tag team partner out, and there's a DDT there by Dolph Ziggler. Henry helping his tag team partner out, making sure he gets back in the ring so the count out does not occur. And the super kick right on the button there by Ziggler. And that might be enough to put Kane away, but there's Mark Henry. We knew he was going to get himself involved, distracting the referee. And that might be why Dolph Ziggler put Kane in this matchup. He knows that he's got someone to watch his back to try and help him win this match even more. And of course, that is Mark Henry. And Henry now has a steel chair, bringing it into the ring. I don't know why. He'll get disqualified, of course, if he does use it. Ziggler now picking Kane back up to his feet. Perhaps he's trying to entice Ziggler to get disqualified here. I mean, if Ziggler does get disqualified, then that's going to be all she wrote. Ziggler will have to face Kane at the pay-per-view. Doesn't matter if it's count-out or DQ, as long as Kane wins, and there's a DDT on the apron. And that is very dangerous now for Kane. He must make sure he gets back in the ring and tries to change momentum, because Dolph Ziggler is getting to that point, getting to that place where he becomes unbeatable. And now Ziggler climbing to the top rope. What's he thinking about here? No way. Is he going to try and fly? Elbow off the top and connects. Oh, wow. Dolph Ziggler flying And we don't see too much of that from Dolph these days, but Dolph flying off the top rope, connecting the elbow perfectly. But there's a clothesline there by Kane, and that's what Kane does to perfection as well. He's not about flying off the top rope or doing any flashy moves. He's just about beating you down, using his power. Oh, well, I eat my words. Kane's about to fly off the top rope. Okay, I'll just shut up. Kane this time! Well, what you can do, I can do better. The veteran of Kane, he is flying off the top rope. I've got it all wrong. What the hell do I know? I'd say he doesn't fly off the top rope. 3 seconds later, he's flying off the top rope. I cannot win, but there you go. Kane off the top rope. Ziggler fights back with a DDT, taking down Kane. Well, there you go. I've seen it all now. Is Kane now in a bit of trouble? This match has been mostly outside of the ring there. They need to get it back into the ring because a count of 5 right now. Ziggler has realized the count. A count of 6. Kane's down. Ziggler might be looking towards a count-out victory. I'm sure he's happy to win no matter how. And Mark Henry talking some trash there to Ziggler in the corner and allowing Kane to get back in the ring. And oh, okay, again, Kane decides against it. And the referee finally realized after about 3 minutes that there's a steel chair in the ring and he probably should get rid of it. But he still didn't do it. So what the hell are we paying these referees for? Kane now has a bat. Why the hell has Kane got a bat for? If he uses it, then he's going to get himself DQ'd and now taken down. Well, Kane, he's running the risk of getting himself disqualified. Perhaps, again, another tactic here by The Rock to try and make sure Kane perhaps takes out Ziggler rather than winning the matchup. Ziggler now is certainly in control of this match. Kane now getting back into the ring. Ziggler's about to follow. Count of 5. Mark Henry almost getting himself involved there. And now Kane going to launch Ziggler into the corner. Kane going to follow it up. Is he? No. Gets countered. Big boot there by Ziggler. Mark Henry gets himself involved. And Kane's able to take advantage of the distraction. But Ziggler countering. Well, Kane thought he was going to take down Ziggler with a slam. And Ziggler, he fights back with a counter. But you just get the feeling perhaps he wasted an opportunity. Oh, taken down. That is thunderous there by Kane. You just felt as though he had the opportunity to perhaps put Kane away there, but he took a breather instead, and it may just cost him. He's in trouble now. Kane has Ziggler up. Kane taken down with a reversal. The back of the head going straight into the mat, and here we go. Ziggler hitting up. There's the 3rd elbow drop. Count to 10, baby. Here we go. Ziggler is on fire. Right into the heart of Kane. Elbow after elbow. Ziggler has beaten many men with these elbow drops. And there's another one. Right to the heart of Kane. And now, Mark Henry trying to distract the referee. The referee's not buying it. The referee doesn't care. And Ziggler sneaks away with the win. Mark Henry desperately trying to distract the referee, but the referee finally didn't care. And Dolph Ziggler picks up a much-needed victory. Ziggler has 2 more matches to win, though. This is just the beginning. Ziggler needs to win 2 more matches next week and the week after to make sure that he gets his title opportunity at Payback and that he does not have to defend the US title at the very same event. Ziggler, very, very impressive win in this one. I tell you what, this man is on a roll, and The Rock's trying his best to stop it, but I don't think even The Rock has the power to stop Dolph Ziggler from winning these matches. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready for our big #1 contendership matchup, as it's a fatal 4-way matchup. So let's go straight into it. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are kicking this fatal 4-way off with none other than the game himself, Triple H, who unfortunately couldn't pick up the victory at Extreme Rules last night. It was Ryback coming away with the win in the end, hitting the shell shock and putting the game to rest. And Ryback very confident about that victory and very pleased to finally have put Triple H away. And he believes tonight that this is going to be his chance. He spoke to us earlier today on BrendenPlayz.com and he said, look, that victory meant so much to me. I needed this one to put Triple H away and put him aside because I am better than Triple H and I finally got the opportunity to prove it. I haven't been 100% for the last few weeks, and now when I'm 100%, I showed it and I beat Triple H easily at Extreme Rules. So I wouldn't exactly call it was easy, but hey, Ryback's pretty confident with himself. So the game has an opportunity to bounce back here tonight, though, and we'll see how he fares here tonight. But he has 3 very, very tough opponents to come up against here tonight. And here comes the first of them, and it is his bitter opponent, his bitter rival. The final chapter between these two obviously ended last night, but we'll see these guys in action one more time because they are 2 of the top 4 contenders here on Monday Night Raw right now. And it's a very, very, very difficult division right now to kind of get to the top because there's so many great talents here. So the situation right now is the winner of this matchup will face Dean Ambrose at Payback. The Rock obviously believes he needs a backup plan, so he needs someone else other than Ziggler to face Dean Ambrose. He believes that Ziggler's not going to beat the challenge, so therefore it will be a singles matchup, and we need an opponent for Dean Ambrose. So it's going to be either Ryback, Triple H, or the man coming out in a moment. His name, of course, Roman Reigns, the man who did face Dean Ambrose in what turned out to be a one-on-one matchup at the Extreme Rules PPV. Reigns, though, unsuccessful, despite many, many attempts by Paul Heyman to make sure that he won, to help him out as much as he possibly could. Roman Reigns still could not get the job done. A close matchup, but I tell you what, Dean Ambrose just kept on reversing every single thing Roman Reigns was throwing at him. Superman punch, reversed, over and over and over. Ambrose just very, very impressive in his first title defense, defending the WWE Championship very, very successfully and showing us that he truly deserves to be the champion, despite Paul Heyman labeling him as a paper champion. I think we all can forget about that. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final man in this fatal 4-way matchup to determine the next #1 contender is the man who himself believes deserves to be the #1 contender right now. You go back to WrestleMania. It was Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins. It was a triple threat matchup, of course, and what turned out to be Dean Ambrose walking away with a victory. But you cannot forget that it was Seth Rollins who hit the curb stomp, who truly kind of had Roman Reigns beat. But then Dean Ambrose took advantage and got the cover while Seth Rollins was trying to recuperate. And in the end, Ambrose snuck away with the win. So Seth Rollins himself believes he deserves to be champion right now, not Dean Ambrose. And Seth Rollins, he spoke to us earlier today, and I tell you what, he was not exactly very impressed by either Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose. And we'll get to that in a second as this match is underway. Ryback takes down Roman Reigns to start, but Seth Rollins coming after Ryback, and Triple H is going after Roman Reigns with a camel clutch there. So Seth Rollins spoke to us earlier today on BrendenPlayz.com, and he basically told us, look, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose do not deserve this opportunity. Why Roman Reigns is even getting another chance despite getting beat easily at the pay-per-view, he doesn't know why. He doesn't understand it. In his own mind, Seth Rollins said, and I quote, "I am better than the rest of the competition." So Seth Rollins, in his own opinion, believes he deserves to be champion right now. He is better than the rest of them. And he also went on to kind of talk about Roman Reigns even more, saying Roman Reigns is a disappointment, he's an easy opponent to beat, and Seth Rollins has beaten him multiple times, and the only reason why Roman Reigns won the title in the first place was because it was in Elimination Chamber, and that if it was a one-on-one matchup, Seth Rollins would beat Roman Reigns every single time. So Seth Rollins obviously very, very confident in his own ability, and he's trying to back that up here tonight in this Fatal 4-Way. And as you can see, Roman Reigns coming after Seth Rollins right now, so you'd have to get the feeling that Reigns isn't going to be very impressed by those remarks made by Seth Rollins, as Ryback and Triple H continuing their little rivalry to the outside of the ring right now, as Rollins coming after Reigns. So you go back to WrestleMania, like I said, it was Rollins who hadn't won. But for some reason, he didn't go for the pin, obviously making the biggest mistake of his career, I suppose. Seth Rollins, WWE Champion for the longest time in the last year. I mean, he was champion. He won the title at Night of Champions. He held it up all the way until the Elimination Chamber. He held it for a long, long time, almost the longest reigning champion for the WWE Championship ever, only coming second to Brock Lesnar, of course. But I tell you what, Seth Rollins, very, very impressive. You can kind of understand why that Seth Rollins is frustrated, because he had the match won and Ambrose kind of took it away from him. And then Roman Reigns, who got beat at WrestleMania, you know, he gets an opportunity to win back the title, but it's the man that doesn't who had the match won, didn't even get a chance. Seth Rollins wasn't even in the conversation. Dolph Ziggler went ahead of him. So Seth Rollins has to be just very frustrated with himself. Obviously, he did lose to Dolph Ziggler a few weeks ago, but I mean, Seth Rollins does deserve another opportunity to get himself back into the title picture, and he has that chance here tonight. But Roman Reigns, Ryback, and Triple H are going to try and stop Seth Rollins, as this match is kind of taken to the outside a little bit here, as Seth Rollins going to that ring post as well, as Roman Reigns trying to pick Seth Rollins back up to his feet now, as Ryback and Triple H still going, as Ryback launching Triple H, and a Samoan drop as well by Roman Reigns on Seth Rollins. So I tell you what, these two rivalries going on in this matchup are certainly not over yet. These guys battling away here tonight in the name of the WWE Championship. The winner faces Ambrose, and you have to wonder, what is Dean Ambrose thinking? He's got to face one of these guys, and potentially Dolph Ziggler, the unknown. If Ziggler does qualify for this opportunity, he'll only have 1 week to prepare for Dolph Ziggler. Obviously, he had a couple weeks to prepare for him for Extreme Rules, and then on a couple minutes before the match, he and Roman Reigns had to completely change their strategy for the matchup. So it's very difficult to kind of plan for a matchup like this at the moment, as Ryback has Triple H up and a fall-away slam off the top rope. This is a chance for Ryback to win the match, but not going for the cover though. That's a mistake, I think. Triple H getting launched off the top. That is a devastating move there by Ryback. Seth Rollins taken down again there by Roman Reigns in the corner as well. And Ryback just waiting and watching. Roman Reigns back in the ring and picks up Ryback and takes him down. And now he's going to look for the cover here. This could be it. Roman Reigns to qualify for a payback. Not yet though, as Seth Rollins scurrying his way back into the ring as well, trying his best to get back in there. And now Rollins and Triple H, they meet. Again, Rollins now launched into the corner. Ryback and Roman Reigns now going to battle to the outside. So opponents have switched here, and they're turning their backs to their rivals. And now Triple H, he just got sent off the top rope. He wants to return serve, but this time it's to the wrong opponent. It's Seth Rollins on the end of it, and now Triple H to win. Oh, just kicks out at 2. That is close. You can see Roman Reigns getting back in the ring, trying to make sure things kind of went down smoothly. He was a little late though. Seth Rollins, I think it could have been a 3 count, and Roman Reigns would not have had a say in that. But luckily for Reigns, Rollins did kick out, and now it is Reigns and Ryback near that announce table, and Rollins and Triple H in the middle of the ring as well. And these guys just throwing punches right now, and there's a gut-wrench suplex there by Reigns on Ryback, just launching each other into everything they possibly can, doing their best to try and win this match. Of course, you can't get a pinfall on the outside of the ring, so Ryback and Roman Reigns are certainly at a disadvantage right now, whereas Triple H and Seth Rollins could end this. And there's a DDT, quick-fire DDT there by Triple H, and busting Seth Rollins open. So this could be an opening point here for Triple H. He's got Reigns and Ryback to the outside. They're not paying attention, but Triple H gets taken off his feet. Now, Rollins going for the cover. This time he's not going to waste an opportunity. Unlike WrestleMania, where he had the match won, even if he has a slight chance of winning, a small percentage chance of winning the matchup, he's going to try and take it this time. He's learned from his mistakes, and he hasn't exactly made that many mistakes in the past 12 months. What a year he's had. US Champion, WWE Champion, but perhaps he's about to lose this one. Oh, just kicks out at 2.5 again. Well, I'll tell you what, that was close. Very, very close indeed. Now, Roman Reigns back in the ring. Just to finish that up, Seth Rollins, US Champion. He's been Tag Team Champion 2 times. US Champion, like I said, and WWE Champion. So Seth Rollins has won all the gold. He's a Triple Crown Champion in his own right. And here on Monday Night Raw, I think he might be the first Triple Crown Champion on Raw, I think. And obviously Mark Henry was a Triple Crown Champion over on SmackDown. So a hell of a performance and a hell of a run here by Seth Rollins, who's might... the pedigree there to Ryback, busting him open. And this could be the end. Rollins to win the matchup. But no, he didn't go for the cover. Oh, Seth, what are you doing? You had the match won. You hit the pedigree. Obviously, Triple H's move that Seth Rollins has been using himself. Obviously learning from one of the best. But perhaps a little bit of arrogance. Oh, Hang on, he's got the feet on the ropes here. Seth Rollins trying to cheat his way to victory. And he's frustrated. He couldn't get it done. He had a chance with a pedigree. He missed out. And now he tried to make up for it by cheating. But it didn't work out for him. Perhaps, really, you can't blame the guy. He's had a horror last month or so. Last couple months. As Ryback sending Rollins into the corner with a powerbomb. I guess taking a page out of Seth Rollins' book. Normally that leads to the curb stomp from Seth. This time it leads to a pinfall here by Ryback. And he is able to kick out Triple H and Roman Reigns both down to the outside there. And now those heads are wrapped around the head of Seth Rollins. And Rollins with the counter. Triple H stomping away there on Roman Reigns near that announce table. It's kind of been a popular spot here in this matchup. And now, kick to the midsection by Triple H as well. And now Roman Reigns trying to bounce back here and takes down Triple H successfully. And once again, they have to get back in the ring to look for this pinfall or submission victory. As Ryback now, he's going to try and put Rollins away. Hook of the leg here. Rollins in some trouble, but does kick out again. Ryback just putting a little bit of extra pressure there on Seth Rollins, keeping him honest, making him kick out once again. As now Triple H, probably the only real fan favorite in this match, Triple H. I think everyone else is not exactly liked by the fans, to say the least. Reigns, of course, associated with Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins has done whatever he can do in the last, year or two to kind of get his victories, and he doesn't care who he upsets. He doesn't care what he does as long as he wins the matchup. And of course, Ryback, we know what he's like. He's just a bully. He's just a guy who does not give a damn, and he's a wrecking ball. As now Rollins and Triple H, they're battling it out. Ryback and Reigns are two powerhouses now in the ring. It's Ryback launching Reigns into the corner. Roman Reigns obviously turning his back on the fans not too long ago. It was after the Extreme Rules pay-per-view where Roman Reigns kind of aligned himself with Paul Heyman and basically told us he didn't care about what people thought about him anymore. He was doing it to try and further his career, and he no longer cares about what the fans think. And now Ryback, hook of the leg now on Roman Reigns, but Reigns, he'll kick out again as well. Seth Rollins picks up Triple H and scoops him down with a nice slam there to Triple H. So Rollins looking pretty good over there, but he needs to keep an eye on Roman Reigns and Ryback. Obviously a pinfall occurring moments ago. One of those could end up leading to a victory, and Seth Rollins and Triple H won't have any say about it because they'll be outside the ring. And Rollins taking Triple H and launching him into the barricade, just kind of grabbing hold of him and running him in there. Ryback's trying desperately to fend off Roman Reigns there, and now Ryback, he wants a little bit more of Triple H, I suppose. He didn't get enough at Extreme Rules in their no-holds-barred match. He wants a little bit more, but he gets taken down by Triple H there. And Triple H, he might be a little bit out of gas there, trying to get back to his feet as Rollins into the ring post. A fast-paced, action-packed matchup. Just when you think you take your opponent down, there's another one coming after. You don't really get a chance for a breather. That's why you probably see Triple H and Ryback both down at the moment, because there's not much of an opportunity to kind of take a quick rest and recatch your breath, as Ryback with the powerbomb to Triple H there. And obviously we've seen the powerbombs very, very effective. And obviously Dean Ambrose using it very effectively at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, of course, as Ryback now picks up Triple H, but unable to kind of take advantage there as Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are the outside now. Big right hand there by Roman Reigns. Triple H takes down Ryback with a side slam. Might look for a cover. No, decides against it. And Ryback makes him pay for his mistake there. Rollins and Reigns right now battling it out. Obviously, those two have had a heated rivalry for many months. You go back to Survivor Series where those two met one-on-one, and obviously again at the Elimination Chamber those two met, and a WrestleMania as well. So many matchups between these two. And those two guys simply do not like each other. Now Ryback trying to put Triple H away. Opportunity to win this matchup. Not quite though for Ryback, who needs to kind of hit a big move. You assume that might be the only way that he kind of gets this one done here. Triple H now has a hold of Ryback, takes him down, yes, with the neck breaker. Seth Rollins approaching the ring, looking to get back in there. Roman Reigns is going to go back outside the ring though, and Seth Rollins, he's going to go back in the ring, and Reigns will join him. Ryback, he's in trouble, can he kick out? Ooh, gets the shoulder up. Triple H just putting the one arm over the chest of Ryback to try and win it. Not quite though, as Reigns and Rollins still going to the outside here, still battling. Oh, wait a second! Wait a second! Triple H has the arms hooked, And there's the pedigree. The pedigree there to Ryback. 2, and Triple H has done it. Well, he gets another victory over Ryback, and this time it's going to lead him to bigger and better things. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins were distracted on the outside, and yet again Roman Reigns, I suppose, has cost Seth Rollins an opportunity for the WWE Championship by distracting him and taking him out. Rollins, though, had a chance to win earlier, didn't take it. And this time, Triple H, for the first time in a long time, I think since Money in the Bank, he'll get a one-on-one shot for the WWE Championship. Triple H yet to be a champion here on Universe Mode. This might be his big chance. A bit of an upset win there by Triple H, you would assume. I don't think many kind of expected him to get the job done after his loss at Extreme Rules, but it was the pedigree, beautifully executed, beautifully done, putting Ryback away, and also kind of getting a bit of revenge after his loss at Extreme Rules and signifying the end of these two. Their final encounter was it, a final one-on-one encounter was at Extreme Rules, and tonight Triple H does have the last laugh despite losing at the pay-per-view. So Triple H picks up a hell of a victory. And wait a second, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins aren't done yet. They're the outside of the ring here. Triple H, his celebration has been interrupted, and he's walking up the ramp now because these two men are still fighting away. These two have some bad blood. And Seth Rollins, he might be looking for some payback here on Reigns. These two battling it away again. Rollins now striking away, and he's going to look for the pedigree, and he connects. Seth Rollins connects with the pedigree, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to be enough because Triple H is your new #1 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button. It'd be fantastic if we can hit 3 likes. Of course, make sure you subscribe as well to see more Universe Mode content coming up soon from me. Apologize for a couple of errors in the video. I'll try and have all that fixed by next episode. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.